Hey guys, it's Parsiful. I also go by Will, and I am back with another Speedpaint and Babble topic video. And this is actually an art community topic video this time. I know I have a few videos that are just me talking about my characters or me talking about other things, but this is actually a topic involved with the art community. As usual, if you don't want to hear me babble about stuff, you can mute me and put on your own music. I don't care. Go ahead and do that. So, today's art is of my friend Hermie's character Evangeline, and Evangeline is a fun elf, and I wanted to draw something for Evangeline for a group that I'm in called Compendium, where she is a magic scholar, and she tries to learn everything and likes cursed items, and things totally don't explode in her face at all, ever. No, never. Totally not. I love Eva. She's fun, and I want to do some more exciting poses. I had a reference from the stock image account Senshi Stock on DA, and I used that as a general reference and just kind of went in with it. But yeah, so that's the art. It was super fun, and I figured I would use that as my background because this is a topic that I've talked to my friend Hermie about a lot. And the topic itself is that day jobs and being an artist. Now, I'm pretty sure that the title of this video is going to be something like, "It's okay to have a day job," which is a little bit condescending, and I don't want to imply that in that way. And I also want to clarify that, to start, that I'm not talking about people who cannot hold a day job for medical purposes, mental health purposes, they don't have the time or the means to actually get to such a day job or something like that. That's not what I'm talking about here. But Hermie and I have talked, and I've kind of come to this realization that there's a little bit of a stigma about having a day job. Not that there isn't a lot of people in the art community who just do art as a hobby, and they do art as a side thing, because art doesn't make bills or pay bills or whatever. And this isn't talking about those people either. Those people are valid. My roommate, Jasmine, she does art as a hobby. She takes commissions on the side, but she is a computer tech as her day job. But actual people who want to become artists as their permanent career and who want to be independent freelance illustrators, animators, what have you, I've noticed that there is this stigma that if that is what you are going for, you have to really work and push it and do a bunch of independent work that you are or are not getting paid for, and if you want to be an artist, you've got to be an artist, especially with that starving artist stereotype where art is their job and they are struggling to pay bills, but they will get through it eventually. And maybe that's just the artist that I'm around, in which case that is an issue that I'm just experiencing because maybe I'm not around the right artists. And if that's the case, then that's totally understandable, and that's just my personal experience, and that doesn't invalidate your experience at all. But a lot of people that I've seen in my circles and who pop up on my dashboard or on Twitter feeds that I follow, it's like they don't like day jobs and therefore don't want to work them, or because they want to be an artist, they need to focus all their time and effort into being an artist, even if that's not going to pay bills and they're not going to be able to do things regularly or have a stable income. And I find that a little bit concerning, especially in this day and age where that concept of, like, I don't like retail, I don't want to work retail, for example. I'm going to be a commission artist instead, even though that's um, a slightly unstable work ethic. And I'm just confused as to why people sort of think that a day job is something that you want to do. And, like, not that I think that people should be forced to be put through misery, and not to say that day jobs are fantastic, but I don't work retail, because I do work retail. I have a 9 to 5 sort of retail job, and I also do my art and my videos on the side as I'm trying, as like a secondary job, trying commissions and try and, get my name out there and, do networking. So, like, I am in this situation, and so is my friend Hermie, who also has a day job and also does art, and is also trying to get their book published, and also trying to do this and that, and we're both working in, like, the quote-unquote society and in the art community. So I don't get this concept of having a day job is somehow, like, a negative thing. I don't really know how to put it into words very well, but there's a stigma against working a day job, like it's something that you don't want to do. It's something that is just there to pay the bills. You're not passionate about it, so you don't want to do it. And I'm not passionate about retail, but it pays my bills, and it pays my bills a lot more steadily than trying to do commissions would. And I definitely have the capacity to put all of my time towards commissions and do a lot more networking and, a lot more pushing and marketing on Instagram and promotions and stuff like that, and have commission sales and take a bunch of commissions at once and work on them. But, like, I don't understand why I feel like in the art community having a day job is a bad thing. And this isn't necessarily even like a hard true fact. I haven't seen anyone actually go like, oh, if you have a day job, you suck. I've never seen anyone do that. It's just more of this like feeling of, if you're going to be an artist, like, you gotta dedicate your time to your art. And that's true, but that also doesn't mean that you can't have a day job. And I just feel like people aren't taking them for one reason or another. Not to say that it's easy to get work, because it's not. It was like a 3-month hunt for me to even get a job. But again, it's this really complicated sort of issue that I don't have the words nor the video essay expertise to go into in depth. But I definitely feel this kind of stigma of, oh, I have a day job, so I'm not putting as much effort as I can into my art. Well, I have a day job because I have rent and bills to pay, and that doesn't make me any less of an artist. That doesn't make me a hobbyist. I still want to be a professional, and I'm still working as a professional, and basically not pretending, but I'm basically treating my art as a second job. I spend time networking, I spend time building my portfolio, I spend time advancing my skills and taking classes, and like, it's a lot of work, and I don't know, it's a weird feeling I get, and maybe it's just a me feeling. I would love to hear any conversation, respectful discussion in the comments if anyone has anything to say about this. Do you guys feel like this? Do you guys feel like the art community has a stigma against having, like, a retail job, or, like, some sort of stigma against doing work that you don't want to do, or busy work? And this is, like, entirely putting aside the fact that, like, corporations treat people like crap, and there should be a livable minimum wage for everyone who works and all that stuff. Like, this, putting that aside, just, do you guys feel like you aren't as, like, professional of an artist if you have, like, a job that isn't art to pay your bills? Like, how do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about the fact that a lot of people quit their jobs before they're actually stable enough to maintain themselves through like actual artwork. Like, what do you guys think about that? I'd love to hear your thoughts. I'd love to hear what you guys have to say about this, and let me know what you think, because I feel like this isn't a distinct statement. It's just a weird feeling I get from like the surrounding comments in the art community that I hear a lot, and the artists that I've been talking to. So yeah, I'd love to hear your opinions on this. But yeah, I guess that was more of like a ramble than an actual topic video, but it was something that's been on my mind for a while, and I've been trying to think about it and get it out of my head, so I figured I'd make a video about it and ask you guys. But yeah, thank you so much for joining me today, and I will send you guys to the outro. Well, that's the end of this video. As usual, if you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave them down below in the comment section, or contact me on any of my social media, which is linked in the description below. I also have my Patreon there if you guys want to throw a monthly donation at me. Thanks so much for your support. I'll see you next time. Bye!